Buongiorno and welcome back to Residenza Toscana. I'm Marisa Barilaro Sherrington, and today I had the absolute pleasure of showing you this property here in the most beautiful little village in Tuscany, in Cevoli. It's a beautiful, beautiful village. I can't tell you, there are so many gorgeous villas. It must have been the most incredibly rich village back in the 16th 17th century. This home is from the 1700s that I'm showing you today, and it is stunning. There are so many incredible details inside. Amazing original features, wonderful staircases, incredible cellars, the most amazing billiard room you've ever seen, and loads of potential for someone who wants to have an Airbnb or just a very, very large family home. This is incredibly priced for what you're getting. Honestly, I've never seen such wonderful value for money in this area. So get yourself something lovely to drink and some nibbles, because it's going to take a while, but it's worth it. You're going to enjoy every moment. At the end of the video, I will give you the wonderful price on this incredible property, and if you would like further details, don't forget you can always email me at the email address that is in the description. Thank you. We are in the gorgeous little village of Cevoli, and there's the front gate, which is electronic. So today we are in front of this beautiful home built in 1745. We're in the gorgeous little village of Cevoli, and I've got so much to show you. The entrance parking way there, you have this first massive magazzino, which actually has another garage door around to the right that you can access straight off the street. It is being used, as you can see, for storage, but it is the perfect garage, so you can easily put a couple of cars in here as well. And here we have the beautiful front door that is going to lead us into what is quite a spectacular property. Wait and see what we have in store. So I've come to the back of the house first to show you, because then you see the grandeur of it all. It's really, really beautiful. A very, very large villa, as I said, built in the 1700s, and you can see it's built out of stone and brick. And obviously we have a lot to discover. I'm just under this lovely arch of roses that are just starting to bloom. So you come down, there's a back terrace that I'll show you, steps coming down here. This lovely first terrace garden that has palm trees and fruit trees and some other lovely big beautiful shade trees here. And afterwards we're going to show you down these steps, and underneath, just here, that looks like nothing, that is the entrance to ancient cantinas that run all the way through the garden, all through this area here, all the way under the back of the house, and under the house, immense wine cantinas. So we'll be showing you those as well. And just to explain, the land from here goes down beyond all of the olive trees. So you have your own little olive grove there, and it finishes just after that. And just on the side here, you can see where there's a boundary just here to the next property. And on this side, where the bamboo is growing, there is the property next door. But you have approximately 4,000 square meters of your own land, but you're right in the heart of the village. I'm now on the higher terrace. What a lovely vegetable garden you have. And there's this lovely canopy over one of the doors here. And I'm just headed back So this is your long terrace along the back wall that I showed you from beneath the stairs. We're just heading back here. You have space here for 2 cars to park in off the road, which is fantastic. So we can see one of the gentleman's cars just there. And we're just coming around then to the front door once again. I've just come through this doorway, which is the main entrance off the parking area, into the first of the entry hallways, if you like, l'ingresso, as they say in Italian, with that beautiful door there leading to the house. But there is another ingresso room off the main street as well, because this very large property was once divided into different properties. So there are a couple, and I'll be showing you the other one as well afterwards. Let's go through here and see what we find. Straight after that beautifully arched door, I've come into the first of the stairways. As you can see, it's a magnificent stairwell. All the original stonework. Look at those beautiful ceilings and railings. It's just glorious. I'm on the ground floor. Look at this wonderful room, which is one of the dining areas I'm going to show you. And this one goes straight through with what they call a passing window straight into the kitchen, which is more of an industrial style kitchen, you see, because this is a very large property. So they have industrial sized fridges and the stainless steel cooktops like you would get in a restaurant. And that has the window out onto the main street, but as you can hear, there's no sound at all. So this is just a lovely, kind of more informal area that they eat in. They have instruments, a piano, the guitar, gentlemen's guitars, and a nice little seating area. Those doors, if they're open, of course, they would be going out onto that back terrace I was on before. And then I'm going to take you through to the next area. So now that last room, the dining and casual seating, leads to this amazing room, which was all retouched. It was restored. It is original old paintings of a garden, but they were redone in about 1985. So that's why the colours are so bright. So again, another small dining area, if you like. The lovely TV, and that's straight out those beautiful double doors to that lovely large canopied area that I walked under and showed you out on the outside terrace. Also, I just realised I forgot to show you there are some beautiful original tiles in some of these rooms. Some rooms, like the one I was just in, the 2 adjoining rooms, they have a newer terracotta floor, but many of the rooms do have traditional old, much older tiles. The entryway is all in terracotta, which looks quite old, and now we're coming through the corridor that takes us down to the kitchen with the pass window. And just before I go in the kitchen, that's just to show you the other front door that you can access the house via the actual front road, if you like, that the road that the villa is actually sitting on. I'm now entering a very, very professional looking kitchen, as you can see, although look at this wonderful forno in the corner, or pizza oven, many of you would call it, in the corner. You have a very, very large industrial size fridge, a large sink, very large cooktop there. This original, from the original home, so 1700s marble sink, which I just adore, and lots and lots and lots of space. The owner is a very keen cook, so she's very, very happy to have this large kitchen. And there's your pass window I was showing you off into the dining room on that side. You also have a pellet stove that heats throughout, but the house does have methane gas radiators throughout as well. Now, the house does come basically with everything you see, apart from obviously personal effects, but a lot of things you see are included in the price of the home. And straight off the hallway from the kitchen, you have this rather spectacular, look at that, toilet, powder room, let's call it, a powder room. So just toilet and basin, but very bright and very, very beautiful window looking out onto the garden there. So that's a lovely addition. Just so you know, in the entrance hall, that doorway leads you into the double garage I was showing you. There's also a small room under here with a sink and another small ripostilio off the other room. And now we're going up these beautiful original stone staircase up to the wonderful rooms above. Well, now, this is what you're waiting for, isn't it? When you come into a place like this, this is the wonderful rooms that you hope to find, and in this case we have. Look at that wonderful chandelier. And we have 4 family crests. Now I'm going to explain to you that all of these walls are hand painted. That is not wallpaper. I'll get up close for you, but I'm just showing you the 4 family crests. Look at these wonderful mirrors in the corners, and the top part of the painting is so beautifully done in trompe-l'oeil that you would swear it was plasterwork, but this is all hand painting. And let me get up close to show you the detail and quality in that. That is extraordinary. Also, throughout these rooms, you have all the original 1700 terracotta floors, which are just beautiful. The doors, the walls, everything is absolutely original. And look at that long seat there that must be at least 4 meters long. So incredible detailing, and this beautiful pool table or snooker table, I'm not sure which one, Galletti Spinelli of Firenze. Adjoining to that magnificent, what will we call it, a pool room? It could be anything you want. I think it would be the most amazing lounge room. We have another dining room. I did mention downstairs that there is more than one dining room. Some of these shutters are closed on the windows, but it would be a beautiful luminous room just like the rest of the house actually. A lot of the shutters are closed, and you can see the beautiful line here all the way through, all the way down the corridor, the full length of the house there. So again, a beautifully painted room, all hand painted, instruments on the wall, obviously musicians, that glorious light fitting, beautiful antiques in here, and terracotta floors. And again, as I said, apart from some personal items, everything is included in the sale. Then we come into this adjoining room, which is sweet as pie. Love this room. Again, incredible ceilings with all the Tuscan beams that have been painted. A lovely, lovely stone fireplace with the crest at the top. They use this just as a little seating room, just as a family when they're here. Just very, very casual. They have different rooms that they use for different purposes, obviously in such a big house. And they like to come and sit here and have breakfast. And there's this tiny little kitchen here, which is cute as pie. And of course, it might need a little bit of work if you want it to come up to today's standards. But it has everything they need. They come in here, they have their coffee machine sitting under the actual old fireplace there. A 4-burner stove top there, their kitchen down in the other corner with cupboards, and that's looking straight out into the garden, and they make their morning coffee and have it in this part of the house. I'll also show you, I just love these old Bakelite switches with the ropes that go through the old homes, and they are perfectly functioning. Always on that same level, coming from the large, I'm calling it the snooker room, we have another lovely seating area here. Call it a study if you like, a bibliothèque, a library, whatever you want. I'm just loving these beautiful painted walls with this false curtain here. And there is it's covered in, but there is a marble fireplace here. All again of these works are all hand painted, which are just magnificent. And they go up onto the ceilings as well. And you have this gorgeous, I really love the curtain work in here. These beautiful framed windows here with these gorgeous curtains. Beautiful piece of furniture for the books. And I'm going to take you through into the first of one of the bedrooms off here. So people do live in this house, so you'll see that there are personal effects, of course. But this is a lovely size room with a Murano glass chandelier. Lovely antique furniture. Again, beautiful. I'll come around and show you the curtain work on the other side. Again, painted walls in every room. A lovely chest of drawers and mirror. And again, a really lovely curtain effect or blind effect on that window. Now, you would have seen that there was a doorway through into a corridor because there is a bathroom here. So you can keep this closed and, of course, just come in and out of the bedroom here. But I'm going to sneak through here to save my legs. So that goes back through to that seating area. And we have a bathroom to the right, and we have two other bedrooms. I'm just going to show you this one. Now, this is a very quirky. This is shorter than me, this doorway, and very narrow, but goes into a magnificent bedroom, which I'm just going to stand in the doorway here and show you. It has incredibly painted ceilings. It is a little bit dark in here today, but it has beautiful furnishings. A lovely iron bed, gorgeous painted ceilings and walls. And they have put some antique doors on one side to make it look like it's actually a false door. It's just covering up something. This one here goes into the next room if you wanted them to adjoin with each other. And that, of course, has a beautiful window, which is shut at the moment, but would go out onto the garden. So very luminous, but they have it closed today. Then the last little bedroom at the back here on this level. Again, easily a double-sized bedroom, again with a lovely painted ceiling. Large timber wardrobe. They have a single bed in this one and a large marble-topped chest of drawers. All the terracotta floors are original. This is just used as a spare room at the moment. And then to finish off on this floor, we have a bathroom, which has, I don't know what time or what decade they would have done this bathroom up. It's a perfectly livable bathroom. You have a shower in the corner, a toilet and bidet, and you have a lovely sized bath, quite a deep bath, and it has these really, really elegant tiles. Lovely large mirror there, and a traditional pedestal sink. And that's directly back off that corridor, as I mentioned. I've now managed to come up two beautiful flights of stone stairs, and we're in what we would call the attic space, but which the current owners had started to do up beautifully, as you can see, to create more bedrooms. All the original terracotta tiles are on the floors. They have a project, so they already have an architectural project drawn up to have internal en-suites in each of these rooms, which I will be able to share with you if you wish. This is directly above the little tiny kitchen I showed you downstairs where they have their breakfast. So because you have plumbing straight underneath you, at the moment, as you can see, it's a storage space. That's the fireplace from the little kitchen. But it is ample to, again, do a little tiny kitchenette if you wanted to, or a larger ensuite if you preferred it that way, leaving the room the right size. The windows are a little bit dirtier up here, but you've got beautiful vistas out to the countryside behind and your garden. And I'm going to come back through here. There's an adjoining bedroom. So they did two adjoining bedrooms up here. Oh, I mustn't miss this view for you. There we go. Look at that. Glorious. And even when there are clouds, it's just so beautiful. And then this is equally as large next door. Again, terracotta. They do have very high ceilings up into the attic above here, but they decided for the sake of heating, cooling, etc., to put insulation and put a false roof in. You could always change that if you wanted to. Again, the owners at the moment keep things up here. They have this just as extra guest rooms. And they did have a project to perhaps do a B&B. So that is something in the future other people could think of doing. Oh, there's a beautiful breeze blowing in. And I just have to show you the spectacular view. So this is the main road we drove in. So you're right in the heart of the village, which is quiet at the moment, of course, being lunchtime. But look at those distant views out over all the rolling hills. Another beautiful villa in front, another one to the side. Just fantastic. Now I'm just showing you this incredible attic space, which is next. So the bedrooms I just showed you were over that way. This is above the incredible billiard room. And you could fit easily another 4 bedrooms in here if you wanted to, or create just an incredible attic room. The imagination runs wild. It's all being beautifully cleaned, and there are incredibly strong, what would you call those? Beams, I suppose. They're a type of beam. They look like they're in metal that are holding everything together, keeping it all. Everything has been totally restored. It's very, very clean, very solid, kept in very, very good condition. So you have no worries there for the roofing at all. This is yet another room right next to that attic space that has been done up, has brand new roofing on it because there was a little bit of damage that they had to fix. So totally new roofing throughout. Wonderful big wardrobe, as you can see, storage wardrobe here. These would have lovely windows with the shutters going out to the front again with that incredible vista, more wardrobes. But these are massive rooms with incredibly high ceilings. Would make wonderful Airbnb rooms if someone was looking to do that, or just incredibly large family space to have all your friends and family come and stay from all over the world. And have a look at these wonderful, wonderful vistas in the other direction. Now, this is a wonderful view down to the garden. Oh, there's a gardener down there now. He's treating the roses. There's a lovely shot of that vegetable patch. Look at that, isn't that spectacular? Down to those beautiful trees and out to the rolling, amazing Tuscan hills. Oh, what a dream. Once again, we're at the front of the house in another smaller room, always on the second level. This one is a very, very generous room. Slightly lower ceilings, but with 2 single beds. Look, they've just left old furniture that they found here, in fact. But just keeping it very, very clean, and it always comes in handy. But so many things could be done, obviously. I love this oval window just here in this lovely little walkthrough that has one of these gorgeous arched ceilings, and this little arched room, which at the moment they were saying they were thinking of doing a little shower room in that. I think that was part of their project. So that could have been just off this single room, and then that joins on to another decent sized room here again at the back of the house that comes off that other larger room where I was before, again with spectacular views out to the countryside. So rooms, you have them in abundance. There's no lack of space. Then through this secret door, because it's quite hidden when it's closed up, these very, very old stairs go up to what's called a colombaille. You'd probably call it a pigeonnier in French. And it was full of pigeons, in fact, and all different kinds of birds. But now, check out what the gentleman has turned it into. If you want the most exceptional man cave, if I can call it that, or lady cave for our ladies out there, this is it. We've found it. I can see all the way to Chiani and to Peccioli. Over on the hill, top over there, that's Peccioli. The rest of the village, I'm up very high. So when I showed you the top of the building from outside and I said how high it was, that's how high I am now. And I'm in the best office in all of Tuscany, I'd say. In the corner of that office, I'm going to show you this first. There's this cute as pie, tiny little ancient, that's been done up, of course, little fireplace. And then this is the actual, let's call it man cave / office. Wow. Air conditioning, because it's up high, and it would get warm. And plenty of space, a lovely lounge for him to have a siesta after he's been hard at work on the computer. But I don't know if I'd get any work with the views I just showed you out that window. I think I would just lie on this couch and gaze out the window forevermore. Oh, there's a TV up here as well, so maybe he lies there and watches the football match. Who knows, you could do whatever you wanted up here in your own little part of heaven. Just wonderful. And please don't forget, if you're really enjoying our channel, please remember to subscribe, to leave us a thumbs up and a comment. I love your comments, so please don't forget that. It really helps the channel to grow and it helps me get around and do all these wonderful things.